practice recall. So again, because I'm inside of my home, I'm just using her kibble for this. And there are a couple of games that you can play. If you have more than one person, you can play what's called puppy ping pong. And basically you call the puppy back and forth to each other. Pixie's still on her leash. And when you're practicing recalls and you're brand new at recalls, I'm going to recommend that you leave the leash on. You don't have to necessarily be hanging on to it, but you just need to be able to get it to make them successful. So again, Pixie has practiced this a number of times. We like to play hide and seek. So the way that I play hide and seek is I will go and deposit kibble in a different part of the house, and then I'll recall her. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate that. I'm probably going to walk out of the camera just to put the kibble down. Pixie, come! Hurry! Yes, ma'am! There you go. Alright, so I'm going to leave some kibble on the floor, and then I'm going to just duck away and hide. I have some in my hand. I'm going to wait for her to finish nibbling, because it's not very fair for a new recall, someone who's just learning that, to be crunching on their food and I interrupt them. Now, when she's really, really good at it, Pixie, come! Hurry! Yes! Yeah, come on down. Good girl. When she's really, really good at it, I can interrupt her from eating. So remember, the rules of recall is that it has to be successful 100% of the time. So if she had been, again, munching at her food, I'm not going to try to recall her from that until she's very, very good at it. If she's looking at a squirrel or outside in the backyard and a dog is walking by and she sees them and she's very interested in them, I'm not going to recall her. If it's a situation where you need to go and get her, that's fine. I just wouldn't use the recall cue because it becomes watered down. We want it to be really strong. So if you are going to be clipping nails or going to the crate or getting a bath or getting in trouble, yes ma'am, very good girl, thank you, then you don't use the recall and you don't use their name, you just go and get them. And when you are practicing recall, the rules are, again, it has to be successful 100% of the time. It has to be the best thing your dog has ever done. So recall always has to be for a positive. And we want to just throw them a party. So they get really good treats, they get lots of love. What a good girl. What a very good dog. Yeah. And for about 20 seconds. That's the window of association. So she says, every time I come to mom, she just loves on me, and I get lots of attention. I just love to come to mom. And we also want to just make sure that we grab her collar. So recall always means that we're touching the collar, because we don't want a dog that comes just out of arm's reach and we can't get a hold of them. So recall means run over as fast as you can, my collar's getting touched, and then I'm getting loved. All right, what a good girl. What a good dog. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, yes, ma'am. All right, let's try again. Okay, so to do recall by yourself, again, you just deposit treats around. She's eating them. You walk away and you hide. When you first start out and you're brand new to this and your puppy's brand new, you don't want to go very far, just maybe around the corner. And then when they get really good, you can actually leave them in different rooms and recall them from another room. Puppies love this game. It's really fun. It's good exercise. It's a good way for them to work for their dinner. And then when you're also, again, first starting out, let's say that Pixie had never done this before, and I called her and she just kind of looked at me and she laid there and she didn't come to me. That's why we leave the leash on. So we would just gently lead her with her leash. Yes, ma'am. And even though she didn't come to me when I asked that very first time, we don't grade recall. Recall is always amazing. Even if they dilly-dallied and didn't come, we want them to always know that recall was really great. What a good girl. What a very good girl. And even if we're really mad at him. So the dog busted out the front door and we had to chase after him. And then they came to us and we're really frustrated. You gotta put on your game face, pretend like you're happy. Because you don't want your dog to ever feel like coming to you gets them in trouble. Okay, let's try again. Pixie, come! Hurry, hurry. Yes, ma'am. Good girl. What a very good girl. You're a good girl. Thank you. And again, you just want to keep your training sessions short, so we're going to end that. So just about 4 or 5 minutes, maybe 4 or 5 repetitions, and then you're done. Thank you.